In today's video, we're counting down the top 15 best anime fights of all time. So buckle up and get ready for some awesome action. In the number 15 spot, we have Yusuke vs Toguro. The final fight between Yusuke and Toguro in the Dark Tournament is a clash of titanic proportions. Toguro, having been a looming threat throughout the tournament, finally unleashes 100% of his power, transforming to a hulking, monstrous form. Yusuke, driven by his desire to protect his friends and avenge Genkai's death, taps into his full spirit energy. The fight is brutal and emotional, with both fighters pushing each other to their limits. Togoro's philosophy of seeking ultimate power is contrasted with Yusuke's belief in fighting for others, which makes the battle as much of a clash of ideals as it is of strength. The final blow, where Yusuke unleashes his spirit gun and everything he has, is a satisfying and emotional end to one of the anime's most iconic tournaments. Coming to the number 14 spot, we have Meliodas vs Escanor. The battle between Meliodas, the leader of the 7 deadly sins, and Escanor, the lion's sin of pride, is one of the most explosive in the series. Escanor, who grows stronger as the sun rises, faces off against Meliodas, who has embraced his full demonic powers. The clash is both a spectacle of raw strength and a battle of egos, as Escanor's pride refuses to allow him to back down, even against someone as powerful as Meliodas. The intensity of the fight peaks when Escanor, at his most powerful, who delivers a colossal attack, declaring who decided that, as he decides to obliterate Meliodas' counter. The fight is not only about power, but about two warriors who refuse to give it an inch, making it a thrilling contest of wills. At the number 13 spot, we've Gon vs Pitou. Gon's fight with Pitou is one of the darkest and most intense moments in Hunter x Hunter. Consumed by rage and grief after learning of Kite's death, Gon sacrifices his future potential, aging himself to achieve the unimaginable power. The transformation is horrifying, as Gon loses his humanity in exchange for the strength to annihilate Pitou. The fight itself is short but brutal, with Gon delivering devastating blows to Pitou, who once had been one of the most fearsome enemies. The emotional weight of this fight lies in Gon's descent into darkness, as he willingly destroys himself for revenge, making it a tragic and unforgettable battle. In the number 12 spot, we have Mob vs Koyama. Mob's fight against Koyama is a turning point in Mob Psycho 100, where Mob's immense psychic powers are unleashed in a full force. Koyama, a powerful esper sent by the Claw organization, underestimates Mob's abilities, and after a brutal beating, Mob's emotional restraint finally snaps. The animation becomes chaotic and surreal, perfectly reflecting Mob's internal turmoil as his psychic powers explode. Buildings are torn apart, and the environment warps around them, showcasing the sheer scale of Mob's potential. The fight also serves as a deep character moment for Mob, as he struggles with the fear of losing control over his powers and the consequences of using his violence. It's a visually stunning and emotionally charged battle that highlights the series' unique blend of humor, action, and heart. In the number 11 spot, we have Edward Elric vs Father. The final battle between Edward and Father is a breathtaking climax to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood's intricate storyline. Father, having absorbed the power of God, appears invincible, reshaping reality with ease. The homunculi, once seemingly untouchable, are now crumbling under the sheer force of Edward's relentless attacks. After losing his alchemy for most of the fight, Edward regains it at a spectacular moment, rushing Father with a series of punches that crack through his facade. The fight is as much about Edward's resilience and willpower as it is about power. The emotional weight of the series' themes, sacrifice, the value of life, and bond between brothers, comes to a head as Edward delivers a final blow, making the end of an era of suffering. In the number 10 spot, we have Madara vs the Shinobi Alliance. Madara's appearance on the battlefield, facing down thousands of shinobis, is one of the most jaw-dropping moments in Naruto. He single-handedly decimates the Shinobi Alliance with a combination of brute strength, speed, and powerful jutsu. The highlight of the battle is Madara summoning 2 meteorites, casually crushing hundreds of enemies beneath them. His mastery of the Rinnegan and his unparalleled combat skill make him seem like an unstoppable force of nature. Despite the overwhelming numbers of the Alliance, Madara's effortless destruction of entire battalions creates a sense of dread and awe. This fight cements Madara as one of the greatest antagonists in anime history. Number 9 spot, we have Ichigo vs Ulquiorra. The battle between Ichigo and Ulquiorra is a climax of their long-standing rivalry in Bleach. Ulquiorra, in his resurrection form, appears unbeatable, overwhelming Ichigo with his strength and speed. As Ichigo is pushed to take a brink of death, his inner hollow takes control, unleashing a monstrous power that even Ulquiorra struggles to contain. The fight is brutal and fast-paced, with both combatants trading blows that shake the very foundations of Las Noches. The transformation of Ichigo into a berserk hollow, complete with an almost demonic appearance, creates a tense atmosphere, as he no longer fights with the usual sense of justice, but just with a savage instinct. The conclusion, with Ulquiorra acknowledging his defeat and Ichigo regaining control, carries a bittersweet emotional weight. In the number 8 spot, we have Netero vs Meruem. The battle between Netero and Meruem is a clash of ideologies as much as it is a physical fight. Netero, despite his age, moves with grace and speed, unleashing a powerful 100-type technique. Each attack is calculated and precise, but Meruem, with his superior strength and intellect, remains largely unfazed. This fight escalates as Netero pushes his body to its limits, revealing the destructive power of his zero-hand technique. However, the true weight of the battle comes to the conclusion, where Netero sacrificed himself, detonating a bomb implanted in his body to defeat Meruem. The philosophical underpinnings of the fight, as Meruem begins to question his own existence and purpose, add a layer of depth that makes his battle unforgettable. At the number 7 spot, we have Tanjiro and Nezuko vs. Rui. This fight is a stunning blend of heart-pounding action and emotional depth. As Tanjiro faces Rui, a member of the 12 Kizuki, the stakes can't be any higher. Rui's ability to manipulate deadly threads goes on to trap Tanjiro in a web of despair. But it's a bond between Tanjiro and his sister Nezuko that truly shines here. In a desperate moment, Tanjiro recalls his father's dance of the fire, unleashing a breathtaking new technique. The animation during the sequence is mesmerizing, with vibrant colors and fluid motion that elevate the fight to a new level. Nezuko, awakening her blood demon art, amplifies Tanjiro's attack, creating a fiery spectacle that burns through Rui's defenses. The emotional impact of their teamwork, coupled with the jaw-dropping animation, makes this fight a standout in Demon Slayer. The number 6 spot, we have Saitama vs. Boros. Saitama's fight against Boros is a rare moment where the Cape Baldy faces an opponent who can take more than one punch. Boros, a powerful alien conqueror, goes all out, unleashing devastating energy blasts and regenerative abilities that push Saitama further than he's ever been pushed before. The fight is beautifully animated with high-speed action sequences and planetary level attacks. Boros reveals his final form, delivering attacks that can destroy the earth. Yet, Saitama remains unfazed. The climax of the battle is where Saitama uses his serious punch to obliterate Boros' final attack, showcasing Saitama's overwhelming strength. But despite the epic fight, Saitama's casual demeanor adds a layer of humor, reminding viewers that no matter how intense the battle, Saitama remains the unbeatable hero. At the number 5 spot, we have All Might vs. All for One. The final battle between All Might and All for One is more than just a clash between the world's greatest hero and the most dangerous villain. It's a symbolic end of an era. All Might, weakened and near the end of his career, musters his last power to protect the people and the future of the hero society. All for One, with his ability to use multiple quirks, dominates the fight initially, showcasing a terrifying array of abilities. But All Might, using all the faith placed on him by the public, lands a final devastating punch with his United States of Smash. The entire city trembles as their final blows collide. The emotional weight is immense as All Might's weakened form is revealed to the world, and he passes the torch to the next generation. At the number 4 spot, we have Luffy vs. Katakuri. Luffy's battle versus Katakuri is not just a clash of strength, but one of willpower and determination. Katakuri, with his Mochi Mochi no Mi abilities and advanced observation haki, appears invincible, predicting Luffy's every move. However, this fight is more about Luffy's growth as a leader and fighter. Over 10 hours of intense combat, Luffy gradually learns to foresee Katakuri's attacks, honing his haki under extreme pressure. The fight is a beautiful blend of strategy, endurance, and respect, as Luffy refuses to back down, and Katakuri begins to admire his determination. When Katakuri willingly wounds himself to even out the playing field after Luffy is hurt, it adds an emotional layer, turning a simple fight into one of mutual understanding and honor. In the number 3 spot, we have Goku vs. Jiren. Goku's fight with Jiren is not just a battle for survival, but a test of his philosophy. Jiren, a stoic and a seemingly invincible warrior, represents the ultimate strength without emotional attachment, while Goku fights for his friends and the universe's survival. The fight showcases Goku's complete mastery of Ultra Instinct, a state that allows him to dodge and attack without conscious thought. The animation shines in this fight, with the arena crumbling around them as their fists create shockwaves that ripple throughout the multiverse. Jiren's raw power seems insurmountable, but Goku's persistence and ability to break his limits ultimately win the day. The final moments where Goku teams up with Frieza provide a satisfying conclusion to an unforgettable fight. At the number 2 spot, we have Levi vs. Beast Titan. Levi's ambush of the Beast Titan is a thrilling display of his unmatched combat prowess. Fueled by vengeance for the fallen soldiers, Levi tears through Zeke's Titan form without surgical precision, weaving through loads of debris with his trademark ODM gear. Every second of the fight feels tense, with Levi's speed, agility, and ruthlessness on full display. The animation is fluid, emphasizing Levi's swift movements and sheer skill as he slices through Zeke's nape, nearly killing him. The Beast Titan, who had previously decimated much of the human forces, is rendered helpless against Levi's fury, making this one of the most satisfying and jaw-dropping moments in the series. At the number 1 spot, we have Naruto vs. Sasuke. The final battle between Naruto and Sasuke is a masterclass in both storytelling and animation. Set at the Valley of the End, the same place where both their ancestors fought, this battle symbolizes the years of rivalry, friendship, and clashing ideals. Naruto, who embodies hope and unity, faces Sasuke, who seeks revolution through destruction. As they unleash their most powerful techniques, with Naruto calling Kurama and Sasuke wielding the full power of the Rinnegan and Susanos. The fight begins a spectacle of high-speed taijutsu, massive energy blasts, and a deeply emotional clash. Each punch feels personal, with the two warriors pushing each other to their limits physically and emotionally. By the end, both are battered, losing arms in a final attack that leaves the future of the world hanging in the balance. But yeah, if you guys did stick to this point, be sure to comment down below this emoji, and also be sure to drop a like and sub to the channel.